an issue about Raila exiting the political scene, and he seems quite uncomfortable with that particular line of speech. Let me put this on record, that God willing, if we win this particular seat, the AUC chairship, Raila turns 80 next year on 7th of January. He normally turns over on 7th of every January. So he will be 80 years. As an individual now, let me speak as an individual in this on this particular issue. I think that Raila, if he were to get this particular job, it would be, for me, a dignified way of him exiting the political stage with honor. He's put in a very good fight. That in the 80s, when we had, when Africa was just coming post-independence settling, and they were fighting against pressures from the new black people, Raila was among the people who stood up and fought for it. In the 90s, when we wanted an extended democratic space, Raila was there and fought it. When we got into political dispensation of politics in the year 2000 and above, Raila was there fighting for us. So he's done good work. Yeah. And every dancer must know when to exit the stage. I know for Mwalimu that might actually spell doom. And there is, of course, that's why then you get that there is apprehension. That Mwalimu took time to actually take issue with the word exiting, speaks to the apprehension on that particular end. I said earlier on that there are the people who might not have the candor, the qualities that Mwalimu has. And I started by saying, if you remember my first submission, I said that we will see more of Mwalimu's level of people coming up from some of those regions, because there is a pedigree of leaders from those particular shows whose only qualification is to say tunaenda kusaidia Baba. There are the people who will not survive sunset if Baba withdrew his candidature and support. So I know Mwalimu must actually show up for ODM and Azimio. But this is the truth, that there also are the people. Let me also even speak from our side. There are the people from this particular end who's made a career by scaring people, by turning Raila into a scarecrow. So there are the people on the other side who think, whose only qualification to leadership has been supporting Baba.
In other words, you want Raila to exit local politics.
I'm not saying that I want him to exit, but I'm just telling you that this is a demographic imperative. Yes. That a time comes when even the best of dancers have to exit the stage. And I'm thinking that the AUC chairmanship for Raila Odinga is the honorable way for him to exit the stage. And for me, if Baba is living in that particular way, he's going out the Alexander the Great way. That whoever is strong amongst you, let him come and take over the throne.
Reshima, you're not so happy about that statement. He's still repeated what you said, exiting. And he said it almost
well, I had not used that word, but I saw him pick it with the newspaper.
You know,
he's mentioned that word 8 times.
Being a teacher in class, sometimes some students don't take cue very fast.